Hey, what's happening? This is Jerry here with Wealth DynamX. Thank you for tuning in tonight. I really appreciate it. Hey, I want to come at you this evening, this morning, this afternoon, wherever you are today, and talk to you about making the right moves at the right time. Now, I'm going to get a little deep with you guys tonight. I'll be honest, but I'm going to hit it, okay? So, Operation Reborn. It's a nonprofit that I co-founded that my company, Wealth DynamX, funds every single week. With a portion of our revenue, we go straight over to Operation Reborn to fund this project. And our sole purpose is one thing. Our sole purpose is eradicating poverty in Anchorage. Okay, first is Anchorage, then the entire state of Alaska, then we got worldwide, right? Now, the reason we do this is because we look around and we see people on the streets here. We see people struggling with drugs. We see people getting into criminal situations. We see people, going through, whatever the thing is, whether that's sexual abuse. Like, that's the kind of stuff we're seeing right now. And so we're looking at this as a company and as a group with Operation Reborn and my partners and saying, man, this is the right time to make a move here. We need to do something. Now, here's the deal. Life around you is made up of matter, energy, space, and time. Okay, so everything around you see is some form of matter, energy, space, and time. Now, if you don't make the right move at the right time, you might think you're making progress by looking around you because things look good and they feel good and it seems different. But the reality is you're still stuck in the past. Now, what does this have to do with Operation Reborn? Here in Anchorage, we have a homeless problem. We have a drug problem. We have a crime problem. We have a suicide problem. And many of the people that are in charge or have been, put in charge of fixing this problem, instead of saying, hey, we're going to solve it, here's a solution, they've nicknamed it a legacy problem. Oh, it's a legacy problem. So, we have to handle it differently. It's not something we can just solve. It's a legacy problem. Here's the reality. The problem should have been handled like 30 years ago. Okay, so when you think about matter, energy, space, and time, the only one of those things that will just disappear is time. Okay, matter doesn't just disappear. Energy doesn't just disappear. Space around you doesn't just disappear. Time does, though. And time's not real. Time is a measure of motion. Okay, so here's where I'm going to tie this all together, okay? So if you didn't move, then there was no time because there was no measure of motion. Things stood still. Therefore, if you saw a problem around you with the matter and the energy and the space and you didn't make the right move at the right time, you may think you've made progress. You may think things have changed, but you're pretty much in a time machine. Like, you're still stuck, in this instance, 30 years ago with the same exact problem. This doesn't just apply to, the homelessness situation or the at-risk youth situation. This would apply to your business too. Let's say you're running a business and you're like, man, revenues are good, profits are good, but for whatever reason, we're not growing. There's probably something back in time that you didn't handle. You didn't make the right move at the right time. And so while things might seem different, there was no movement. The time felt like it went by, but nothing actually changed because the matter didn't change. The energy didn't disappear. The space didn't disappear. It's like a case of Benjamin Button. Okay, so Operation Reborn, what we're focused on doing is making the moves that should have been made 30 years ago. Doing what should have been done a long time ago to actually make an impact in Anchorage, to make an impact in Alaska, to make an impact in the world. And so this Sunday at Hair Science Barbershop and Barber School in Anchorage, Alaska, from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m., we're going to be feeding, grooming, and empowering the at-risk communities here in Anchorage. So that means that we're going to be working with the homeless individuals, at-risk youth, low-income families, people that need an income change. Okay, a lot of these problems stem from an income problem. So what we're looking at is, hey, we're going to get people fed so they're feeling good about themselves. We're going to groom them so then they're looking good and they're feeling different and they remember what they look like. What the greatness could look like if they got back on top. And then we're going to spend about 4 hours doing resume training, doing sales training, doing career training, drilling what to do in an interview, helping people put together their job applications. And above and beyond that, Operation Reborn is actually taking responsibility for hiring one person on Operation Reborn staff this week. We don't know what they're going to be doing, but we know that people need jobs, and we know that we can create work, and we know that we're responsible for our community. So what I want you to do is, if you're watching this video today, I want you to share this. Now, most of our audience for this event is not on social media. So I don't want you to share this thinking that, you know, the people that you share this to are going to be the ones that come to the event. I want you to share this realizing that your friends and your connections are the ones that can go out and be boots on the ground and stop and talk to that guy on the corner, or stop and address that young man that's, you know, maybe struggling with a drug problem, or talk to that lady that maybe she was a victim of a sex crime and she's trying to handle it, and say, hey, we've actually got solutions for you. Okay, we're actually going to do something to fix this and change this, and it starts with you showing up to the event. So if you're watching this, I want you to share it. I'm going to go ahead and throw down the link for Operation Reborn in the comments here as I'm driving. I'm actually parked right now, but basically I want you to click on that link. I want you to check out the page. I want you to learn about Operation Reborn. I want you to share this post. And if you see anybody that needs to be at this event on Sunday, I want to make sure that you invite them. Okay, let them know, hey, there's an event going on. Again, just simple, break it down like this. Hey, we're going to be doing, you know, free food, get you fed, get you a haircut, and then we're going to be focused on getting you a job. Okay, the sole purpose is getting you a job. We're going to change this by fixing the income problem. So guys, thank you for watching. Like, share, subscribe. Have a fantastic day. I will talk to you soon.